Woke
Judge
Supremacy
Deary
News.
is a longtime judge in Brooklyn, federal judge appointed by Ronald Reagan. He had been on the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court for a 7-year term, I believe, so he is well used to handling very sensitive documents. He's fairly old at this point. He's taken senior status, and so he's sort of semi-retired. I think he's 78 years old. He does not have a reputation for moving quickly, and so that we'll see how that plays out. You were right that he's already scheduled a conference for next Tuesday to sort of get going, but that's just to sort of talk about, well, what should we do? What should the plan be? What should the schedule be? That's a long way from, I have now looked at all 11,000 documents and consulted both sides, and here's what we should do, Judge Cannon. She's given him a deadline of November 30 to complete that work. So this is where things are getting going now. It is correct that Judge Cannon, that's the judge who appointed him as special master, or Trump appointee from 2020, has in some kind of shadow way rolled back part of her opinion by putting an explanatory gloss or clarification on it that made quite clear that the FBI can do quite a lot of things with these documents, short of presenting them to a grand jury, which means using them to indict someone, and short of asking witnesses about their contents. But she did give them some running room. The FBI is saying yesterday that's not enough. They need to be able to examine these contents, the contents of these documents, to see if there's a pattern of what kinds of things Trump took, and ask people about that, so that they can help, among other things, try to figure out if there's any other documents that would have fit that pattern that are missing. Because remember, one of the unanswered questions here is what happened to the other documents that were in those 48 empty folders that were marked as classified.
Lots of unanswered questions. Jill, we know we're going to hear from the former president tonight. Our team will be monitoring that to see if there's anything significant. But the former president told a conservative radio host he, quote, can't imagine being indicted. Should he start doing visualization exercises, Jill?
Yes, he should. I think that we're getting to the point where it's almost inevitable and unavoidable that he will be indicted. The evidence that we have in public clearly shows violations of the laws that were identified in the search warrant. He has possession of documents in his desk, along with his passport. We know that he saw them. We knew he was aware of them. And we know that there were lies told to the department and the FBI about what was still remaining. They denied that there was anything else. And then, lo and behold, the FBI came in and did a search, and in a few hours was able to get 25 more cartons of things. So I think this is a serious issue. And for anyone to be saying this is just a storage issue, it is not a storage issue. It is a national security issue. He had documents, the disclosure of which, and we don't know that they were disclosed, but they could have been. They might have been overseen by any one of the many people, public people, who are in the club. This is not a private residence where you know exactly who's there. There's hundreds of people who come there every day just to play golf or use the pool. And so I think that there is a real risk that needs to be investigated. And that's why the FBI needs these documents right away. We can't delay this investigation.